What's up, guys? Isaac Kelly, another video represent Prospect Athletics. For those who don't know what Prospect Athletics is, it's basically a smaller brand that's on the upcome. It's more of a just a community of like people trying to get together to reach a goal or just kind of have positive vibes all together. At the moment, I know they're starting out as like more like fitness people, like bodybuilders, fitness models, powerlifters, stuff like that, but it's more just like a community of everyone trying to reach a better goal, just trying to be a part of something bigger than themselves. But obviously they just kind of started out, so whenever they do start popping off and doing bigger things, I'll make sure to notify you guys. But we're just gonna be walking around doing kind of a day in the life slash like full day of eating video. Basically doing a clean bulk right now, so I'm gonna go weigh in and then I'll start stepping you through each meal. We don't have like too much that I gotta do today. I have to run up to the Marine recruiting office and do a little bit of paperwork because I'm in the works of getting active orders. But other than that, don't really too much other than that. We're hitting arms day. I don't know if I'll really bring the camera to the gym just because for me personally, just a little bit about me, I compete in the NPC National Classic Division for right now. I'm basically just trying to get heavier, put on more muscle until I'm really like kind of like that maxed out weight. For me, my max weight on stage is 195, and right now I'm almost 190. I just competed like two or 3 months ago, and I was like 165 on stage, so obviously I have a long way to go before I really have 195 pounds of lean mass. But within this next year or two, that's where I kind of plan to be. But for right now, we're just kind of in the works of that. So, you know, weigh out and then kind of go from there. And like I said, I don't know if I'll bring my camera to the gym because since I do, you know, want to stack on more muscle, I'm really like, I don't know, concerned about like how hard I go on my workouts. And when you record yourself doing a workout, unless you have someone there, it's really hard because you have to like set up the camera between each workout or each set and do things, and you really can't go as hard in the workout. But with that said, check the weight. $189.4. That's with the camera in my hand, so I mean, not that this camera like weighs anything because this camera's like super small, but nonetheless should make a huge difference. I am in like sweats and everything, but still. So I was like 180, 188, 187 yesterday, so slowly up in the numbers. We're not like, you know, going crazy bulk though. We're still like relatively lean, like kind of got a six-pack, you know. Either way, just kind of stay lean, not put on like a lot of fat, but at the same time put on some quality muscle. But with that said, hop out here and start making some food, get that first meal in, start getting hydrated. Ooh, goddamn, looking blue. But boy, carries around like a gallon because dedicated to being hydrated. But with that said, goddamn, keep burping shit. Trying to like make me not fucking blue. Guess that kind of helped. Either way, we're gonna start out with this first meal. First meal is going to be 6 eggs total. Not only 1 whole egg, 1 egg white, and then 5 egg whites, 1 whole egg. So 1 yolk, and then a bagel. And then if I do want, on each of my meals, I have the option of having a green with that, whether that be green beans, salad, really any greens. So I usually don't throw them in while I'm bulking just because it like suppresses my appetite. I'd rather be able to eat more food than more greens, I guess. But nonetheless, start cooking that up. We'll get that in. I already got the bagel cooked, but I figured while I was cooking up this egg, kind of give you a little bit about myself, a little bit of insider. Just because, you know, I didn't really say much so far. No, you guys don't really know who I am. Like I did say, I am an NPC competitor for Classic Physique. I've only competed in 1 show so far. I'm 19, almost 20, in like little under 2 months. But Competed in my first show, like November 10th, I believe. November 10th, got 6th at that show for my first show. It was mostly just like older guys at that show, but nonetheless, I think I look better than them in terms of like, you know, body wise, but I'm assuming there was something I did like presence wise in terms of posing, switching from pose to pose, stuff like that, that must have like really set things apart, because in my opinion there was only like 2 guys there that really like looked better than me. But I'll throw those pictures up on the screen at some point so you can see those, but because I don't really know the judging at some point so you can see those, but because I don't really know the judging lineup, excuse me. And when I was done and I was, you know, asked the judges really for like feedback on what I could do better, they really just said I needed to fill out my frame. You know, basically just need to fill out, get more muscle, I guess. I had more muscle than most of the guys there. There's only one guy that was kind of really built better than me, but I didn't, when they did call-outs, he was like, in the first one, they kind of did the whole show weird, because normally, for those who don't know, when you come out on a show, they usually, you know, say there's a lot of people, they'll have like the first guys come out, pose, and then they'll stand to the side. The second group will come out, pose, and then stand to the side, and then they kind of pick people out. They basically just had the first group come out, pose, get off stage. The second group come out, pose, get off stage, and then like they did call outs at a whole different thing. But it was kind of weird, but nonetheless, I'll show you the pictures for that, because I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of the turnout of that show, but not really much you can do about it now. Like, there's no point to really like getting upset about it or like bitching about it months later. It's really just about getting better and kind of just pushing forward. But nonetheless, got my eggs done now. Oh shit, stuck. I throw a little bit of pink Himalayan salt on there, along with just some seasoned salt. And that's all that's on the eggs. And the bagels I just eat plain. It's pretty basic, but just basic fundamentals when it comes to the eating. I'm not really that crazy about a lot of things, but keep it simple. And then just, you know, when it comes to cutting, it's just, you know, it's basically the same thing, except for, you know, we take out some carbs here and there. Like for that last show, the only thing we did the entire time in terms of like taking out carbs, drop things, was fix this camera. Only thing we did in terms of dropping carbs was like for this first meal, we took out the bagel. So that was the first thing to go, was my carbs in the morning. And then, because I normally eat like 300, like 20 carbs around right now, even when I'm bulking like I was before. But so and then for my show prep, we dropped down to like 210 carbs. And I was doing 40 minutes on the Stairmaster twice a day until like the last week of the show. I was doing it 3 times a day, but it's what it is. But that's just kind of the structure of, you know, from bulking to cutting. It's just taking out a little bit of food here and there. I'm not gonna make you guys watch me eat this entire time, but we're just gonna cut to, you know, whenever I eat my next meal. Alright, back for meal number 2. We're actually about to hit the gym, so this is actually my pre-workout meal. Got it lined up over here. Just got 80 grams of oatmeal. Then we're just mixing up some almond milk and a protein shake. Nothing really crazy for protein. This is actually just like a Walmart brand, but it does the job for now. I just didn't want to wait to order it online. I had a day where I just, you know, fell behind on my protein, and I just went and got some cheap stuff from Walmart. Not bad. Decent stuff. Either way, mix this up, take that off, and then we'll go hit some arms. And like I said, probably not going to record just because, you know, I'm not going with anyone, so I don't have anyone to hold the camera for me because I don't have a tripod. But nonetheless, hit some arms. I'll be back, and then I got, you know, 4 more meals because I eat about 6 meals a day. But nonetheless, hit you after the workout. Or actually, I'll eat this and I'll show you what I mix up for my workout, all my supplements and whatnot. Okay, so we're all done with the pre-workout meal. Nonetheless, got all the supplements all lined up, ready to take those before I go hit the gym. Try to make me look not as pale. nonetheless, got all the supplements lined up. Basically, just gonna give you a quick rundown. Got a nice little shaker cup. This is just the pre-workout that I'm taking right now. It's pretty cheap stuff. You can find it at Walmart actually, but nonetheless, it's not like a strong pre-workout, just kind of a pick-me-up really. But I am looking to get a better one. I was looking at getting, I think it was called ESP. It's supposed to be a really fucking powerful pre-workout, but nonetheless, this is what I'm taking right now. I take that to the head though, so we're not putting that in the cup. Got some creatine. I actually got lucky, and this supplement company, Kill 100 Supplements, actually sent me this creatine, BCAAs, and pre-workout for free. I already ran through the rest of it, and I actually gave it a review on my Instagram. I actually have that in my description below, but feel free to hit up my social medias. But this company, specifically for creatine, I would highly recommend. For 100 servings of creatine, it's only 20 bucks. And it's actually like, you know, no shit creatine. It's pretty hard to fuck up creatine. But nonetheless, for the BCAAs and the pre-workout, they're on the expensive side, but creatine, they're actually doing alright. And I just got some multivitamins by GAT, some L-carnitine by GAT. Take one pre-workout, one post-workout. There you go, focused. It's basically just really just kind of boost your metabolism, really. It's more of a fat loss thing, which you can kind of argue taking it while you're bulking, but I feel like it helps me stay lean, so I get to eat more. So fish oils, BCAAs, and then some L-glutamine, just some more another branched chain amino acid. Nonetheless, just kind of toss this on here, take the pills, and then we'll go hit the gym, and then I'll see you guys for the post-workout. What's going on, guys? Just got back from the gym, just knocked out some shit. Basically hit some arms. My arms are actually like my weak point, and everything else, like I don't think my arms like significantly small, but in proportion to everything else, my arms are pretty small, especially when I get really lean. When I bulk up, they kind of just like balloon up almost, like especially when I'm really pumped. But when I get lean, like you saw in like the pictures that I probably edited in of when I went to my show, pretty insignificant. But nonetheless, went by the office, got all my paperwork that I gotta fill out. So obviously I'm not gonna show you guys the paperwork, but it's in the folder, you know what I mean. Throw that down because I gotta fill out some stuff so I can get my orders, you know, put in my package and whatnot. Just a little bit about me before I hop into my post-workout meal after I take my shower. But I'm not really like gonna boost myself up because I really haven't done shit in the Marine Corps, in all honesty. I went into boot camp 2017, August 2017, August 7th to be exact, but right out of high school, because I didn't really like see anything else like into my future. I wasn't like trying to go to college. Even now I'm still not trying to go to college. I did look into going in for video editing because at the time in high school I was big into like short films, music videos, stuff like that. Even if you look at my Instagram, I've done like a couple like workout, promo, like quick edit, stuff like that. Like that stuff like is still pretty easy to me, like putting it all together and it looks nice and flashy and whatnot. And you know, it's a fun little side hobby like editing and whatnot is, but I just saw that there wasn't a huge career in it, and I've had a lot of people that have told me that have went to school for it, that you really don't get much out of it. Like if you've taken classes in high school like I did, then there's really like not a huge gap between people that have like taken classes and have, you know, have done short film stuff like that, and people that have went to, you know, college courses for it. That it's mostly just an experience thing, because actually going to college, they get like, people look down on them because they usually like have an ego to them, like, oh, I went to this school, I like, you know, I know how to do everything. They have like an egotistical like thing to them. So people usually don't like guys that go to school for editing and whatnot, just because they get big-headed. But nonetheless, I just like, you know, I live in a small town, so to really aspire to something bigger in video editing, I'd either have to do what I'm doing now, kind of do like a mix with, you know, a different passion like bodybuilding or fitness stuff, because I can help people do promos, workout videos, stuff like that. Or I'd have to move out of Indiana, or at least out of the smaller town that I'm in right now, to really be able to network with bigger people. But nonetheless, ended up going to boot camp. Went to boot camp, went to MCT, and then went to comm school. That's like my MOS is comms. Not that I'm a huge fan of it. I'll tell you the story of like kind of how I got fucked out of that by my recruiter. Even though like I'm still pretty chill with my recruiter, like I don't give him like any shit for it because he's just doing his job. Obviously you can say it's sketchy or whatever, but there's nothing I can do about it now, so there's no point to be like really like upset about it. Just kind of embrace it and, you know, take advantage of the position that you're in, even if it's not where you wanted to be. But nonetheless, I'll give that rundown like later or in just a different video entirely. But now I'll also break down how I ended up in the reserve. That's what I'm in right now. I'm actually in the Marine Corps Reserve, which a lot of people like try and make it sound like it's something decent or whatever, like, oh, this is just, you know, I feel like it's where I belong. I would go to active, but, you know, we're like a group and you don't want to like chase medals. You got to like stick with your group. Like, it's bullshit is what it is. Anyone that says that kind of stuff, unless you're like, I don't know, there's probably like specific few that have like, you know, don't want to go out and do better things or like make new group of friends. Because like for people that haven't been in, yeah, you're with your unit or whatever and you're really close to your unit, but you switch units all the time. You're not just like, I mean, yeah, once you hit the fleet, you're gonna be specifically close with one person, but like all through your training and everything, you go to multiple different places. So yeah, in boot camp you had a close group of friends, and you go to MCT or SOI or ITB, whatever, and you make a new group of friends, and then you all kind of disband from there, and you go to your unit or you go to your comm school or your MOS school, and you make a new group of friends there, and then you hit the fleet and make a new group of friends there. So yeah, you might be really close to the people in your reserve unit, but if you go active and get with a new unit and try and deploy with them, you're gonna become close to each other. Like, you don't just like go to a different unit and all of a sudden like, oh shit, guess I have no friends. Like, I don't know, that's my 2-cent rant on that. But nonetheless, I am in the reserve, not really where I want to be. That's why I'm trying to get activated at the moment. My only like big thing that I can try and do at the moment is recruiting. So I'm trying to go on active duty for recruiting and just kind of help people out, go to schools, really just trying to inform people. I really want to like not give people the impression that I'm gonna like be the recruiter that like fucks you. Like, put it pretty blunt, like a lot of recruiters get a really bad reputation of fucking you because they gotta meet their quota. They're gonna tell you this great story, and in all reality, like, they lie to you. But I mean, in all honesty, some recruiters do that because they have to reach their quota. Like, they have to put in so many people in per month, stuff like that, where like if I get people to join, like I just get like points towards hitting corporal, because right now I'm a lance corporal. So I can possibly get promoted. It can help me get promoted, but there's other things I can do to help me get promoted. So you joining, I'm not gonna lie to you to make you enlist to get points. That like, there's no point for me to really go to that extent to make that possible, if that makes sense. But nonetheless, I will be trying to do that. Plus, people that are locally, we actually just got new recruiters and they're actually a lot better. Like, I'm pretty sure if I would join now versus when I joined with the recruiter that I had before, I'd probably get the job that I wanted. But nonetheless, enough ranting about that kind of stuff. That was just kind of my backstory. You know, boot camp, MCT, comm school. Now I'm in a reserve unit, trying to go active duty for active orders. And then eventually I'm either going to try and pursue a full career in bodybuilding, like try and go pro and go somewhere from there. Or I'm going to try and go active and move to infantry, or try and do something with like recon or something like that. Which, you know, obviously, you know, that's like the harder route, but at the same time, like, you know, if I'm gonna go active, there's no point to like sell yourself short. But nonetheless, I'm gonna hop in the shower, and then I actually kind of fucked up because I need to get my my post-workout meal is actually 300 grams or 275 grams of white rice, 6 egg whites, and 1 whole egg. But I need to cook some white rice because I actually forgot about that. I cooked brown rice last night. Then I gotta get some more eggs. So I'll hit you up when we go get those things. Alright, so what's going on, guys? I ended up cooking the rice and whatnot. Gonna make it pretty brief. I'm not gonna like, you know, sit down, show it, display, all that kind of stuff. I already ate the eggs because I was hungry, but nonetheless, my dad actually lives far away. I know this kind of just seems like a rabbit trail, but he comes on the weekends, and I like to, you know, tidy everything up, make it look nice for him, because, you know, he only comes home on the weekends. But I'm not gonna get into the whole reason and everything that he's only here on the weekends. Nonetheless, that's all you need to know is that he only comes home on the weekends. But with that said, gonna tidy up around here, try and make it look representable. But that's why I'm kind of skipping on this meal, or you know, displaying the meal, whatever. But then we'll hop back over when I need to eat my next one. But nonetheless, just wanted to explain that. Don't want to be too extremely long, because I know I already ranted about the military, all that kind of stuff for a while. So. So what's up, guys? It's actually currently the next day. I actually went over to a friend's house and stayed there pretty late, but I don't know if I showed you. We basically got like hella snow and whatnot, which I mean, I wouldn't say hella snow, but for Indiana and what we're used to, it's hella snow. But nonetheless, I totally like forgot to take my camera when I went over to my friend's house, so I had my last 2 meals at his house. And I totally forgot to record them. I'm actually cooking my egg whites and whatnot. I'm back on my meals for today. But basically, I just had 2 meals. They're both my ground turkey meals. And one's with carbs, one's without. I had 7 ounces of ground turkey. I believe it's like 97.3 lean. It's pretty lean ground turkey with 250 grams of brown rice, and then one is, did I say how many ounces? I think I'm retarded. I had 7 ounces of ground turkey with 250 grams of brown rice, and then I had 6 ounces of ground turkey alone, just by itself. That was my last meal. I figured I could have just, you know, played a trick and just, you know, recorded it today and acted like it was yesterday, but it's not a huge deal. Like, you guys seeing the food, like, doesn't really make a difference. It's more just knowing what I eat and why I eat it. Most of the food that's not really around my pre-workout, my post-workout, they're not like super important in my opinion. I think that's when nutrition is most important, is around your training, because I mean obviously training is very important. Even though, you know, being able to feel your workout and being able to recover your muscle as quickly as possible post-workout is, you know, in my opinion, the most important thing. But I already know this video is getting kind of long, so hope you guys enjoyed. Probably make a longer, or not as long video, but a different video kind of explaining more in depth of what I do, who I am, stuff like that. Not so much just about what I eat. But with that said, any constructive criticism, leave it down below, or if any video ideas, stuff like that. But until next time.